Deep in the vastness of space, more than 6,500 light-years away from Earth, lies one of the most iconic and breathtaking sights ever captured by humanity. Towering columns of gas and dust standing light-years tall. These are the pillars of creation, located in the heart of the Eagle Nebula. But this isn't just a pretty picture. These enormous structures are stellar nurseries, places where stars are literally being born. To look at them is to gaze at creation in progress, and the story behind them is as grand and mysterious as the cosmos itself. Let's dive into what the pillars of creation really are, how they form stars, and why they're so crucial to our understanding of the universe. What are the pillars of creation? The pillars of creation are part of a much larger region known as the Eagle Nebula, or Messier 16, a massive cloud of gas, dust, and young stars in the Serpens constellation. The pillars themselves are enormous. The tallest one is about 4 light-years high. That's nearly 24 trillion miles. They were made famous by the Hubble Space Telescope in 1995, when it took what would become one of the most iconic space photographs of all time. The image showed massive columns of gas and dust, backlit by glowing starlight, with newborn stars embedded inside. But these structures aren't static. They're shaped by powerful cosmic forces, especially radiation and stellar winds from nearby young hot stars. Over millions of years, these winds carve the clouds into column-like shapes, leaving behind dense clumps of material that may collapse to form new stars. How stars are born in the pillars. Inside the pillars of creation are pockets of dense gas and dust called eggs, evaporating gaseous globules. These are the seeds of future stars. Here's how the process works. First, gravity pulls matter together within a cold, dense region of the pillar. Then, as the gas collapses inward, it forms a protostar, a young star still gathering mass. Over time, the core gets so hot and dense that nuclear fusion ignites. Hydrogen atoms begin fusing into helium, releasing energy. When fusion becomes stable, the protostar becomes a full-fledged star, radiating light and heat. This entire process takes millions of years. What we see in the Hubble image is a snapshot frozen in cosmic time, capturing various stages of stellar birth in one frame. Why they're called the Pillars of Creation. The name comes from a 1953 sermon by British theologian Charles Spurgeon, referencing creation in the divine sense. NASA scientists chose the phrase to reflect both the beauty and function of these structures. They are visually stunning, and they are literally places where new stars are created. It's a name that captures both the poetic and scientific wonder of the cosmos. The harsh reality: are they already gone? Here's where it gets mind-blowing. The light from the pillars of creation that Hubble captured in 1995 left the Eagle Nebula around 6,500 years ago. That means we're looking at them as they were when ancient humans were building early civilizations. Some scientists believe that a supernova explosion may have destroyed the pillars around 6,000 years ago. But because the light hasn't reached us yet, we still see them as they were. It's like watching a cosmic ghost, a structure that may already be gone, but whose image is still on its way to us across space. However, newer images taken by the James Webb Space Telescope in 2022 suggest the pillars are still largely intact, at least from our perspective. In space, we are always looking into the past. Hubble versus Webb, a new view of creation. The original Hubble image of the pillars of creation was taken in visible light, revealing glowing clouds shaped like fingers reaching into space. The James Webb Space Telescope captured the same scene in infrared light, which can penetrate dust more effectively. The result? A far more detailed look inside the pillars, revealing thousands of newborn stars that were hidden behind curtains of gas. Webb's images are sharper, deeper, and filled with glowing red orbs, brand new stars, some only a few 100,000 years old. These pictures are not just beautiful, they're data-rich tools that scientists use to understand star formation in real time. The bigger picture: why nebulae matter. The pillars of creation are just one part of the Eagle Nebula, and the Eagle Nebula is just one of many star-forming regions across the galaxy. These regions are crucial because they are the birthplaces of stars, planets, and ultimately life. Every atom in your body heavier than hydrogen was forged in the heart of a star that was born in a place like this. After it died, its material scattered into space, becoming part of new stars, planets, and people. So when we study these structures, we're studying our own origins. How long will the pillars last? The structures themselves are not permanent. Over the next few million years, the intense radiation from nearby stars will continue to erode them. Eventually, the pillars will dissolve into space, leaving behind the stars they helped create. Their beauty is temporary, but their legacy lives on in the stars that form inside them. Final thoughts. The pillars of creation are more than a photograph. They are a living sculpture shaped by light and gravity, gas and dust, birth and destruction. They are proof that the universe is not static, but alive, building, shaping, and evolving every second. To look at them is to see the process of creation itself, stretched across light years and eons. And in their towering silence, they whisper the story of every star and every life that has ever existed.